Next question is, what are the 3 biggest mistakes that you see new designers make? I know a lot of people ask this question, so this is going to be a very hot answer for people to listen to.
Well, I don't know whether it's a hot answer. It is something that it's all about discipline, and I think nowadays in education there isn't enough drawing.
Yeah.
And there should be, because this is where you start developing your style, and if you haven't drawn enough, then you're not that confident at it. So things like drawing, studio skills, meaning with studio skills experimenting with different not so much styles but effects. What does bleach do? What if I paint with, draw with pastels? What does scraper board does?
Right.
All the kind of different techniques which you can then draw on once you become more experienced. Right. So you kind of need to gain that encyclopedic knowledge of what the different grades of pencils will give you, right from the hard pencil to the soft pencil.
Yeah.
Because once you know that, then you know exactly the tool that you need to use for your design. So that's probably the thing. I think what happens, we're in such a hurry nowadays, and even in the courses at universities or colleges, they don't spend enough time on those kind of skills.
Yeah. Everything's so rushed now.
Everything's rushed. You think computer can do it. The thing is that if your computer does it, it's computer driven.
Yeah.
So it doesn't come from your personal style or what makes you special.
Yeah, it looks very mass produced.
Yes, it looks predictable.
Yeah.
And developing your own style, your own sense of color, your own sense of finding out that you actually might have a love for pencils, colored pencils, and doing something special with it. It doesn't have to be gouache or something else. So that experimentations allow you to discover what gives you that particular pleasure of using a particular paper or particular medium, particular brush, that experimentation.
Yeah. Good answer. Very informative. Okay, so next question. What are the top 5 qualities you look for when hiring designers? I'm just going to check that everything's going fine. Yep, cool. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what are the top 5 qualities that you look for when hiring a designer? We do have a whole video on our YouTube channel all about what we look for in a designer in terms of their portfolio. So that's another thing I'll link below that you can refer to. But yeah, what are the top 5 qualities that you look for personally?
Well, there's many qualities, not just 5, but I look for somebody that, of course, they can draw, have a sense of color, sense of individual style, but also being inquisitive. I look for the quality of a designer that is inquisitive, asks a lot of questions, because that means they always want to learn something new. They don't have to be perfect in anything particular, because that's the whole process of learning. I look for a designer that likes to do many things, so it might be that might be outside the design field. So things like, hiking, gardening, because that means that they have a broader aspect on other influences that comes in your everyday.
They can bring it into their work.
That's right. It doesn't all have to be design fueled. It can be basket weaving. It can be pottery. There's lots of other things that we do with our hands.
They come into play.
Yes. That makes you then, as a designer, that's very flexible and adaptable.
There you go. Is that top 5?
That's it. I don't know whether there was 5 or less,
but they're the most important.
That's the essence.
Yeah.